I got wind. Ooh, well, you see, we've got offshore wind in the UK. Oh, we've got offshore in Scotland. We've got offshore in, well, East Anglia. I can remember driving down the old A47, down the Ankle Straight, and you could see the wind turbines in the distance as you head towards Great Yarmouth. But you see, unfortunately, we don't have the infrastructure to move the electricity from point A to point B. Much of it gets wasted at a cost of around £1 billion a year just to turn the flippin' turbines off. Makes no sense when we're importing electricity from France. You see, 10% of our electricity comes from France, obviously at a cost for which they have got control of. Now, I live in France, so I'm thankful to you British citizens for subsidising my electricity here in France. Anyway, unfortunately, wind projects could be at jeopardy, since the demand for steel rises, and what happens when demand for steel rises? The cost of steel rises too. Yes, if the UK finds itself relying on international steel markets, haven't heard anything about Tata sacking over 3,000 odd people because they're now going to a different type of furnace, electric furnace, which is no good for virgin steel. And virgin steel is what's used in many of these projects, you see. We can only melt down old steel, which has impurities in and stuff like that. Now, if the UK finds itself relying on international steel markets, prices could spike. And steel-hungry offshore wind projects could be delayed. A report says. And this happened to be in Sky News. So the expected spike in demand could leave British projects relying on foreign steel unless UK production is ramped up, which is unlikely since they're shutting down their old flipping phones as Tata Steel, you know. Crikey. Used to be British Steel at one time, didn't they? You know, we used to do things for ourselves. We used to make things, but not anymore. What we make today is, well, we make stuff, but the profits all go abroad. Yeah, why not suck out the money from the country and wonder why we ain't got the money to spend on infrastructure and supporting our people? Why the hell that our national debt has increased? Not just a little bit, no. When the Tories took over, they said to us, crikey, our national debt of 770 odd million was too high. Well, now it's about 2.7 trillion. Huh? I thought austerity was supposed to sort that out, but no, we're spending money like water because money was cheap, but it isn't anymore. It's costing more and more. Now we have to use borrowed money to pay for borrowed money. Lovely. Rob Peter Paper. Well, the expected spike in demand could leave British projects relying on foreign steel unless UK production is ramped up. Now, a guy called Newton said, not that Newton, no. If the UK turned to international markets at a time when other countries were trying to build wind farms, global prices are going to spike. And the Newton partner, Dan Parker, said the UK's offshore wind sector has ambitious targets to meet, set out by the government's commitment to produce 50 gigawatts of wind power by 2030. Wind power that we can't even distribute around the country. We need to be investing in our infrastructure. We need to be able to move that power from point A to point B. I personally don't think wind power is really the answer. We need to be doing what we're doing here in France. We need to put the onus on, industry, such as the supermarkets, such as, manufacturing outlets, like for big car parks and stuff like that. Now, here in France, if they've got over 80 places, car parking spaces at a supermarket, they have to, by law now, they have to, my wife is back, they have to build canopies with solar.
No, I need that.
Oh, you need that, do you? Okay. With solar canopies. That's local production, which goes in the local grid, which means you require less infrastructure to move that electricity from A to B because it's been used locally. Whereas if you produce it up in Scotland, it's got to be moved down south. If you produce it in East Anglia, it's got to be moved west. And up and down, or whatever way it's got to go to feed the actual grid. That just makes sense, you know. Are you alright, me darling? How'd you get on? I better say that, but she's had procedure.
I don't really know, because...
You don't really know?
No, because the lovely man who did the scanner said there's no real problem with my stomach, but I've got a problem with my esophagus. And then when the doctor brought this out, he said there was no problem. So I need to translate.
Okay, so my dear wife has had a procedure. It's called, what's it called?
I don't know, some kind of scan where you
No,
take
never procedure. She had
fundalopication.
Fundalopical sounds like something like some kind of thing from Mary Poppins. Anyway, I'm gonna say toodaloo because I need to toodaloo. I need to speak with their missus. Well, I just think we need to be addressing things in a more practical and sensible way, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can talk to the nice people if you want. I'm just doing this.
I'm talking to nice people. Nice people. Anyway, I am going to go. So toodaloo for now, nice people. But please, boot the old like button, and then we might be able to afford our next procedure. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to pay for it anyway, so it's okay. Toodaloo.